And they gave the example of one of the 5-year-olds who was given the scenario, Sarah owned a peacock as a pet. And when she was asked whether the scenario was real or not, she said it's not real. And when she was asked to explain how she knew that it wasn't real, she said because nobody owns a peacock. So she took something that's improbable and she put it in the impossible category because she just simply was making an assumption that since no one owns a peacock for a pet, it's impossible to own a peacock for a pet. That was her 5-year-old logic. Another scenario was Julia jumped into the air and never came back down. And Mia also correctly identified this as impossible. And when she was asked to explain her reasoning behind why it's impossible to jump into the air and not come down, she said because nobody wants to live in the clouds where they can't see the sky. So Mia, in one instance, she got it wrong for, I don't want to say it's a wrong reason. I think that there is a certain understanding of saying, I have never seen this, but she doesn't quite get that that doesn't make it impossible.
The same type of mistake in reasoning led to a correct answer in one case and an incorrect.
Right. In her other answer, at least though, to say that I've never seen this. I don't believe it because I've never seen it. But to say that it's impossible, that would be going a little bit too far. But then the other one, because no one wants to live in the clouds, it's just completely, out there. I mean,
Well, so some of our callers, I think, may want to live in the clouds.
But the point is, she doesn't say it's because gravity is stopping you from staying up. It's like if you stayed up there, you would never get to see the sky.
I'm wondering if there's something about if there's something in this where you and I talked earlier about knowing something's wrong but not knowing why.
Yes.
In much the same way that, for example, if I did a particular magic trick and tried to tell her that I was psychic, she may not know exactly how it's done, but she knows there's a trick there, even if she never knew that I did tricks. And I'm wondering if this isn't akin to that. I know that people don't live in the clouds. I'm not sure why, so I'm going to make up a reason that makes sense from my point of view.
And that wouldn't surprise me at all.
Because there's no actual evidence in there, other than I don't want to live in the clouds because I wouldn't be able to see the sky. So it's an entirely personal thing.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Let's see, her responses are typical for her age, says Dr. Woolley. Early results suggest that 5-year-olds don't yet have the ability to distinguish what is impossible from what is unlikely to happen but could technically happen. In future work, Dr. Woolley and his collaborators plan to investigate whether a researcher acknowledging that the situation is, whether a researcher acknowledging that the situation is strange alters the kid's view of whether the scenario is real. And